All right, y'all, here we go. So I've survived something most people don't even know exists, and it all started with one car ride. So strap up, stay calm, keep all hands, feet, wigs, and common sense inside the vehicle at all times. This is your public service announcement. Don't touch nothing. Save your questions till the end, and let the Italian Queen take you on a ride, because baby, this is gonna be a ride. So I'm gonna bring you back to 2011 and how I eventually will get to how I ended up across the United States, stuck in Nebraska. So for the safety of myself, my family, and loved ones, I will be altering some details, names, and specifics. So are you ready? You sure? Mind frame, right? First and foremost, I got hemmed up with a felony lane gang. So just to get a couple specifics down real quick. They had soldiers that they sent out to break into vehicles to steal people's identity. Women keep all of their identification in their purse, their social security card, their driver's license, their checkbook, their bank card, their credit cards. Dude, right now, pause this, go get your social security card and put it up for safekeeping. Do not keep all your stuff in there. That is ridiculous, because that's all anybody needs to become you. Understand that. And people do it every day. Is I want to put out there to women that this stuff goes on, and they go after the weak ones. At that time, I was weak. Now, where I'm at in life right now, I feel comfortable enough to talk about all of this shit that's happened. So, soldiers went out, broke into cars that were parked in areas where women felt safe to keep their purses in the vehicle, like gyms, water parks, stuff like that, and they would get the identifications and give it to the head dudes. The head dudes would then go and find the toast, which would be the women that they would make dress up and present themselves as the people in the IDs. So you were playing a role, right? My role was to drive a rental car. That was what I was doing. That's what I was hired to do. That's it. That's all. Period. Point blank. I did my time for all these crimes. I am not hiding anything. I have nothing to be ashamed of. At that time, I was in a bad place, and it was all learning experience for me. So FLG was not small. It was large. There was several different, I want to say, like, groups that were involved in it. There was ones that would go up the East Coast, the West Coast, Central, the United States, whatever. So anyways, they had, like I said, they've got the main people, the guy and the girl, the black guy and girl that ran it, right? And sometimes it would be the black guy and girl, another black dude. There could be like 3 leaders, and then they would have occasionally would bring soldiers with them, 1 or 2 of them, and then they would have the toasts. Now, they had 3 rental cars. They didn't go with 1. They had the felony lane car, which was in the furthest lane, which is the felony lane, from the teller. So it would be the very far lane that you could go in. Then they would have the decoy car, the blocker. So it would be a van or an SUV, a larger car that would pull up just enough to block the felony lane car. And then you would have the third car, which would be parked across the street at a gas station or public area that is completely different than any other car. And there'll be a black dude in it waiting just in case, because they had code words. There would be somebody behind the seat of the driver telling you exactly what to say to the teller. And the people that were the blockers would say either the turkey's cooked, which means they were filling the bag with money, or ate it, and that meant they were picking the phone up to call the police. So, they were strategic. They had them dressing up with nursing outfits, because who doesn't trust a nurse? They were taking rentals and trying to make them look like they were people's personal vehicles. Like, they were thinking of any and every little detail to try and get these checks to pass. So before I get ahead of myself, though, I've done my time for these charges out of state, and it changed me as a person, for sure. I went in as a soccer mom. I came out somebody completely different, because I saw horrendous things. You go to sleep after watching a girl get the shit beat out of her with a lock, and she comes out of the bathroom with her freaking eyeball hanging out of her face. That's PTSD at its finest. So I could tell you stories for days. And I made it through all of that and I still am kicking. I'm a business owner, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, I'm a friend, I wear all the hats, and I do it with class and integrity, and I carry myself differently. And again, the purpose of me doing these are to make people, especially women, aware of what is going around in their surroundings, because a lot of people are blind to everything that's going on around them. I'm not coming out here to make myself look hard. I'm not coming out here to make myself look like a fool. I definitely don't want to put my business out there to affect my family and my children, because that's not what it is. This is who I was, and who I am now today is completely different. So understand that. But there's a little tidbit of information, actually it's a lot of information. I hope I didn't lose your attention, because I know after 3 minutes it's gone, but it's just very in depth, and it took me 3 days to get the courage to come up with even getting on here and doing this. So I'm going to put it together and post it fast, because if I don't, I'll delete it again, and I'll wait another 3 days, because my head is my prison. And if I get locked up in these thoughts and these feelings and all this, with everything that's going on in life right now, I will, I'll get caught up, and I won't do it. Y'all can unbuckle, step out, take a breather, and I'll meet you back here, same time, same channel tomorrow.